What's up, YouTube? On this episode, we're freezing. So it is minus 15 today. It's like minus 12 plus the wind chill. It's minus 15, minus 16 or something. I don't know. Either way, it's cold and I hate it. I don't know why I live here in the winter. I love Alberta, but I hate the cold. Anyways, plan today. I'd like to park my truck in here, a little Nissan, so I don't have to brush it off anymore. I've done that twice and I'm already tired of it. I'd also like to get the axles out of it. So I need to put those under the Suburban. And to do that, I need the crane. So to do that, I need to move the Suburban. But while I'm doing that, I might as well cover the pit back up. But before I do that, I might as well take the exhaust off the Suburban so it's easier to work on for the axles. So it's kind of just a slippery slope of things to do. So first things first, get the Suburban running, move it back a couple feet, take the exhaust off, and we'll go from there. Come on. So this exhaust should be really easy to take out. It's not like the other ones. I built this one a long time ago. Just got to unbolt it from the header. One bolt on each side. This one is sagged and stretched now and it's sitting on the frame, but it was good. And the other side, yeah, there it is right there. Oh, and then it's got one there and one there. And then that unbolts the mufflers too. Originally I bolted my header mufflers to this, but they droned really bad. So I put these glass packs on it and it's better. Once I do everything, I want it out fully out the back. Problem with this, like for the most part this is fine, but the problem is it's not like a regular pickup where the cab ends here. The cab ends back there. So even if I'm idling at a red light or I back up and stuff, you can still smell exhaust a little bit. So I'd like it to come right out the back of the truck. But yeah, I'll get started pulling this off. It should be a couple rusty bolts. I mean, this was like 7 years and 200,000 K ago, so I guess this exhaust did its job. Probably end up breaking all the bolts off, or I might have to actually cut some of them, so there might be some cutting involved, I guess. But we'll try with just like wrenches first and go from there. Okay, I got them pulled out, sitting under the truck. It wasn't too bad to do. A lot easier than a factory exhaust, that's for sure. Booster pack's yelling at me again. Let's see how she sounds. Oh. Sounds like a mud truck now. So I love this neighborhood. I just pulled Suburban out, straight piped. Sounds like a friggin' derby car or mud truck. And then I started cleaning up the garage and stuff, and like 20 minutes later, my neighbor comes over. And I'm so used to having neighbors that don't like me. I'm like, oh crap, what's he gonna complain about? Was it Suburban? And he goes, I got 2 giant floor jacks. And I bought a new one. Do you want them? Sure. What's a low pro? Like, it's an old 3 tons and stuff, but my jack's like 10 years old, and it's kind of tweaked and it leaks and stuff. So perfect. Love my neighbors around here. The guy across the alley doesn't like me parking like where the Suburban is right now and stuff, and complains about it every once in a while. But other than that, it's all car guys down the alley, and I'm always talking to them. They're always driving by, seeing how my projects are going, and everybody's doing burnouts in the alley and loud vehicles. So like normally I got the loud vehicles, and everybody's complaining about my vehicles and how loud they are. I even, when they with the neighbor, I said, "Oh yeah, sorry, the avalanche is getting a little loud." He's like, "Oh, I hear it, whatever." Yeah, I got lots of room now to back the truck in. Step 3, unload truck. Empty crappy exhaust out, which was once nice. Got the crappy, which was always crappy, skid plate out. That was fun with all this stuff in here, blocking the bolts and stuff. 5 times in the mud, 5 years of it falling in your face. 5 minutes in the mud, 5 years of falling in your face. I think I said that wrong the first time, I'm not sure. Here's the Suburban. The back all cut off outside so we can get an actual half decent look at it. It looks awkward right now because it's way up there and there's no bumper. Axle number 1 is down and on wheels, so I can kind of move it around. The other one won't go on wheels for now. I think that one I'm just going to tuck up here in front of the Suburban, and this one so I can roll it out, put the Suburban back, and I'll roll this one behind it, which I just realized it's really awesome that I did all that body work on it, because now I can just roll the axle under on tires. I do believe those got to go in an inch, so I got to modify that a little bit, cut off all this stuff. I didn't do this. This is how I got it. Obviously, it was on airbags. Just quickly done airbags, I guess. Yeah. I gotta fix some of this. I gotta do new brakes and stuff. But once again, people bugging me about keeping everything. I got a whole thing of lug nuts. I got the stock lug nuts off of the Suburban, the Avalanche, all that stuff. And this is the same as all those. Same with the dually. So it all works. That's why I keep everything like that. I don't know what the plan is for that, because these ones will be the Imperial, the 9/16 by whatever. And these will be the 14 mil by whatever. I might just leave it like that. They're the same bolt pattern at least, so I can put on same wheels. I just got to use different lug nuts for the rear and the front, whatever. Or I think I can get other wheel studs for this. We'll see kind of when the time comes. I'll probably just throw them on with just some Avalanche and Suburban lug nuts for now. Call her good. Yeah. I don't even have a nice set of wheels and tires for the Suburban. To be honest, I still wish I had my wagon wheels and my 35s that were on my 80. I really missed those. I really don't want to get rid of them, but I needed bills to pay at the time, and I wasn't working. Or I had bills to pay at the time, and I wasn't working, so I sold them. It's a shame, but I'd like to maybe put something like that back on the Suburban, so I'll have to keep an eye out for a cheap set of old school wheels or something. Okay, I guess let's unhook this and roll it out of the way, and then start on diff 2. The easier one. That one's the lighter one. This one's friggin' heavy. I mean, look at the size of that diff. I think this thing's massive and probably full of water because it's been sitting there for years with that open. We'll have to open it and see how everything is. It was good when I opened it before, when I first bought it. It is open though, so I'm gonna have to figure out something for that. Might just weld it, see how it goes. Nah, probably shouldn't do that with this. This is gonna be an on-street truck. I don't know. We'll see. Might weld it. Might leave it open for now. I wish I had the money. If I did have the money, I'd be putting a locker in it. We'll see. All right, she's down too. Pushed right up against the wall. Suburban can park over top for now. And then this one's being a bit of a pain to move. That side's all frozen with ice, so it doesn't want to roll. So it tries to spin the whole diff with it. Or it might be seized. I don't know. All I know is I want to have this one sitting like right there for now. I know earlier in the video I think I said behind the Suburban, but right there, drop the wheels off of it, sit it down, and then when I park this in here, I'll just back it in and back it over top of it. When I want to work on it, drive the truck out. And then I think I'm going to do the rear first. The front is going to be the harder one. And normally I'm lazy and leave the harder stuff to last. But lately I've been trying to do the harder stuff first. I did that with pulling the exhaust out of the Suburban. I did the harder side first. But that's all relevant right now because this one's in the way. So I think I'm going to do this one first. Do the rear, cut this all up, modify it how I need to. Do the shackle flip on that. And then I don't think I'm going to screw with the leaf springs or anything yet. I'm just going to do the shackle flip, bolt this to it, see how she sits. If I got to make it lower or taller to match the front or whatever, then I'll fiddle with springs and all that good stuff. Blocks, and I prefer not to use a block, but okay, that's all done. I guess just gotta clean this up a little bit, shove some of this stuff onto the other side, clean up all the scrap steel and stuff, and then I'm parking here, call it a night, go to work tomorrow. You know, this crappy snow. At least I work inside. Look at all this space for activities. And because moving this thing around was a pain, picking up with one jack kept falling off, I took advantage of my new toys and moved it over like that. Now I'm going to bring the Suburban in, and then I guess I'll drop this down, kind of get it as close to the Suburban and kind of back towards the toolbox as I can, and then bring the Nissan in, wherever the Nissan is. It's parked way down by my neighbor's there because this neighbor had to leave, so I thought it'd be nice and move it, even though he's kind of rude. Oh, would you look at that? Suburban's in, Nissan's in, diff's underneath. Sweet! Practically bolt that right into that right now. Alright, well, this was probably a really stupid and boring video. Quick side note, I'm going to scrap all this stuff. I'm going to keep the tires, but scrap the wheels. One's aluminum, so a bunch of aluminum scrap. Anyways, yeah, this is probably a really boring and stupid video. Thanks if you did watch. If you didn't watch, oh well, you're not watching it right now anyways. Yeah, boring, stupid video, but got stuff done. Hopefully getting going on that thing with the axles very soon. Want to pull this apart, hopefully free this all up, cut all that crap off, measure the other one, move in everything where it's supposed to be, start cutting that one apart. Well, unbolting, actually, I'm not going to be cutting. Unbolting, and then cutting for the shackle flip. Gotta brace that all in, and then bolt this underneath just loosely for now, just to see how it is, and go from there.